Hey, how you doing? Let me check to see I've got the right mic. The mic is on, so it should be working. How is everyone doing? I'm doing my third one. I'm not so sure about putting out the second one. I'm still getting a little bit too personal. And so this is just the joy of a twin flame reading and for the divine feminines and the divine masculines within and all around, all that we resonate with, who, how, when. I picked this card before I entered the journey saying, tell me about this card. So this is the Queen of Cups. It's abundance, it's lover, it's the wife, it's the creator. She's got her robe. She's looking in the goblet. She is thoughtful. So this is probably going to be the experience of today. Thoughtful, celestial, joyful, heartful. And so what do we have in the Twin Flame Collective happening now? What's happening in the Twin Flame Collective? I just want to say I'm grateful for all my other Twin Flame reader friends. You have been rocking my world, sharing with me how to have a better not necessarily better, but how to be like the best version of myself through this journey. I have thought I've been on a twin flame journey, and it's something that I have been thinking since I was a child. So I had told myself, ooh, here we go. It's wanting me to pull out some cards. Grounding in the earth. I was saying, I've been telling myself since I was a child to remember the future, remember the past, remember the potency of myself. And so this is why I'm doing readings now, because it's fun and it allows for the potency to come out in a natural way, and in a way that is through these cards that I can share this magic that we are and allow this to channel through. So thank you for being here. This is for you. The Four of Earth and the Nine of Earth. The Five, pardon. The Five of Earth. So this is a woman with wings and antlers with four symbols around her. Oh, yes, they're like pagan swirl symbols. She's standing on the earth holding a gift to share. And then there's the Five of Earth. It looks like feminine being in contemplation in the woods under the trees with a lot of beautiful, some light coming in the back. Let's see what we've got on the earth here. I'm not sure if I can be jokey. I was so jokey. I was like so on fire. Maybe I'll get back some of that zazz. Would you like the zazz? I'm not taking the glasses off. I did put the lashes on today, but they're a little bit, I don't know. Okay, you want to see my eyes? No, I'm reading right now. Okay. So, Four of Earth, ownership, the beauty of divine order, trusting in a solid foundation. Even if I feel shaken up and am unable to understand why things happen as they do, I know for certain that divine order manifests in all aspects of my life, in all aspects of your life. What I have built rests on a solid foundation, so there's no need to fear. While it is true that nothing is permanent in the material world, I find security in the existence of a divine plan. Spirit is always there to remind that I am exactly where I am meant to be for my highest good and the highest good of all, and that I always have abundance available to me. Well, isn't that just the earth and gift that we always are connected to the abundance of earth, that no matter what happens, we're here in this divine plan. It's unfolding as it is. No matter what has happened, there's abundance. So when we just are grateful for all the earthen experiences we have, there's wisdom in that, and there's abundance in that. We can always see the abundance. We can always feel the abundance. She is holding out a gift of abundance. This is the twin flames coming into abundance right now. We've got the 5 of earth, oh, they're right next to each other. Alternative forms of abundance. The 5 of earth, the illusion of lack, overlooked treasures. All is not as it seems. So this is a time to look again. A change in perception can bring into focus the results I sought, just in a different form than expected. I'm called to move away from poverty consciousness and open my eyes to treasures before me that are suddenly illuminated. The illusion of wealth gives way to true abundance. There is no need to fear that the rug will be pulled out from under me. What we draw attention to grows. So I count my blessings and I realize I have far more than I thought. I have come far in my quest for building up what I need, and even more opportunities for experiencing abundance awaits. So we've got double earth for the twin flame collective, and we are connected to the earth. Abundance is afoot, underneath our foot, underneath our cells. We are enjoying the new perception, the new look, discovering the treasures that were always here. Just feel what's under your feet. This is ground. You are alive. We're alive. We got inspired by this journey, and this is why you're checking out this space. I certainly got really inspired. I'm so grateful for Earth giving me this experience. It's time for us to be really grateful for all the treasures that are already here, that we already have. I'm sure you feel the same. I'm a little bit sleepy tonight, excuse me. Something's wanting to be pulled out. Root curl, the disowned self. And so that's my own experience right now. So what's the experience for the divine feminine today? We got, well, that just came out right away. Dragon's Hoard, protecting the future. Since I'm the divine designed feminine, I'm the divine feminine, and Root Girl was pulled out when I was talking about my experience. We're going to talk about how the divine feminine, we're using the shaman's dream, divine feminine, Root Girl, and Dragon's Hoard, protecting the future. 46. This oracle deck. Root girl, this own self, hidden beauty, the need for acceptance and love. Root girl sits shivering, unclean, and naked at the base of the tree of the self. She is unloved, unwanted, and shunned for her deformities. She has no home but is safe burrowing underground to dwell near the deepest roots of the sacred tree. Who is she to you? Could this urchin be the one part of you that, reintegrated, can lead you to wholeness and true purpose? This is a part of you, the embodiment of a deeply flawed perception of your failures, manifesting as guilt and shame. When you project envy onto others or any emotion or instinct that you've learned to repress or deem unnatural, it's the homeless child self crying for attention. It's the homeless child self crying for attention, acceptance, and love. You want to lash out, ignore it, push it aside, all the while refusing to acknowledge this ugly quality as belonging to you. Ah, but if you would only look into the root girl's eyes and see the beauty, the unmet need, your unmet need, you would realize that this part of you asks for your compassion and understanding. This part of you was born when you were wounded and were conditioned to believe you're not whole. That your expression of self is somehow too much or too little. You may even have inherited this creature from your ancestors. However, it was this child self that came to be curled up at the roots of your sacred tree, at your sacred tree self. It's time to welcome her into your heart. When you do, everything you've been searching for becomes illuminated. You've been searching for what becomes illuminated, and your path lights up with renewed purpose. When you come to love Root Girl and claim her as your own, accepting her and your humanity, she is transformed. Just as you are, then all manner of magic begins to arrive in abundant form. Look for the beauty. So many of us, the divine feminines, have had truly a dark night of the soul. How many dark nights of the soul do we have to have? Where we lost the identity that we love ourselves, that we are connected to our higher self, or the sacred tree of self, the sacred, whole, embodied, thriving being in the forest of life, as this tree that's tall and swaying in the wind and allowing the birds to land and nest and chirp, and the mycelium network speaking around the earth with all the others in the underground. So there was this, the divine feminine may have lost herself in this journey for a little while. She got pushed over the edge, the moment of seeing all the pain body from her ancestors, from her life, from her culture, came upon her and took over her for a little while, and all she saw was this creature that was an urchin. It wasn't beautiful, it was deformed, it was uncomfortable, it was shameful, and it was blamed even potentially by people around her, and she just felt small. And this is the disowned self, this part of self where we reject ourselves when others reject us or they don't see us, when we aren't being seen, we aren't being heard, we aren't being felt for all the love that we are in our hearts, in our sacred tree self. When that's not known, by our culture, a lot of times we reject it ourselves. Maybe years of our ancestors, of the divine feminine and divine feminine being rejected, such as in my lineage, is the European lineage. In the vision quest that I've seen is the loss of our nature, of our family's heritage. And so what is that family heritage that's innate to you, divine feminine? What is it that your superpower that you've been suppressing yet is there? You're there to be nurtured by your superpower. And this tree, this divine sacred tree, holds that knowledge, and you're there ready to receive. So allow the branches of the tree to carry you and sweep you up, that inner child, and rock-a-bye baby. Let the nurturing come alive. Mother yourself, father yourself, redream yourself up into the new world of you, because you are here to protect the future. If you're disowning yourself, you're forgetting a very large part of yourself that's rooted in earth and rooted in the sacred, rooted in long lineage of love and beauty, joy, and superpowers that are yours. And when you bring your superpowers forward, the dragons hoard this experience of life. You have the power in you to share that with the world. So what does the dragon's hoard have to say? Protecting the future, legacy of true riches. In the dragon's hoard, jewels and precious objects scatter the ground, while ancient scrolls inscribed with wisdom teachings lie within reach. This is a rich opportunity, and you can fill your satchel with the treasures you like best. Take the gifts offered you and dedicate them to the well-being of all, beginning with your own. But be aware, all that glitters is not gold. Select the precious treasures that will further your spiritual growth and avoid the shiny objects that are empty of real value. Know that the hoard does not belong to you, it belongs to our grandchildren. What is that inheritance that you wish to leave for tomorrow? What seeds are you planting that you will harvest in your old age when you are weary? What seeds will bear fruit after you are no longer here? The dragon guards the legacy of the future. All who come empty-handed or to fill only their own pockets with gold lie in a dusty heap of bones. You have been allowed entrance by virtue of your kindness, of your spiritual practice, or sheer luck. Consider as well that your present, this moment, is the future to the dragon. You may be the one we have all been waiting for. So do not hesitate to take what bequest has been reserved for you since the beginning of time. Go, girl. This is the time to be bold. Do not delay or overthink. Remember to bring an offering for the dragon, lest it believe you are its lunch. A simple prayer will do. So what's your prayer for the dragon tonight? What do you see is actual gold? What are the actual values of your life? The disowned girl doesn't value her own life, and she's got the sacred tree self with her to nurture her. And then there's the dragon's hoard, where there's jewels and riches, but some are real and some are not. So choosing values that are true to what you are here to share on earth, in life, in the most beautiful way. Time to protect the future by being your true self and valuing all that you have to give and shining. Because in the future, they are thanking you for being you, for coming alive and being bright. So, what is the gift you are giving to the future, to the grandchildren, to the grandchildren's grandchildren? I received my gift from my ancestors. So, what gift are you giving to your ancestors, your future ancestors? Thank you, Divine Feminine, for coming alive in the most beautiful way. So, now let's check into the Divine Masculine. Ooh, it popped out even before I said it. Empty well, time to replenish. Let's get a second card for the Divine Masculine. What does the Divine Masculine want to say? What do they want to feel? They're straddling the worlds. That's where they are. Let's get a third one for the Divine Masculine because these are just popping out. What is going on with the Divine Masculine? What is happening with them right now? Oop, that's the one that popped out. The wall obstacles. Sounds like the Divine Masculine are having some challenging times. They're ready to replenish their empty well. They've been living a life of emptiness. They've just gone on and on and on. And now it's empty. Time to replenish. Straddling the worlds. This one comes up with a lot of people wandering between realms. A lot of people are in their body and they're not out there and they're stuck between the places. They're not choosing one way or another. And then the wall, obstacles. If there's a wall in front of you when you're straddling the worlds, then you're not getting very far and you don't have any fuel. So let's see what it has to say. Fueling myself up with some nice ionized water. 16. Divine Masculines. How can you fuel yourself up? What do you need? What's happening? Empty well. Nothing here. Time to replenish, diminishing yourself for another. Oh, babies. The empty well reveals that there is nothing for you here. The well is dry, and the desert is encroaching on your once fertile garden. It is time to face this harsh reality and move on. Give gratitude and thanks for the abundance you have experienced, and let spirit guide you to your next destination. This might mean saying goodbye to someone or something, or insisting on changing the rules of the game. Stop diminishing yourself for the sake of another. Make yourself small. Making yourself small will not produce the results you want. There is a lack of reciprocity or of give and take. This empty well tells you that it's time to reclaim what is yours and return what does not belong to you. The shadows cast in your direction are not of your making. You do not need to react or respond to them, as they are not real. Simply shine your light upon them and see how it dispels them. These shadows are projections that you are confusing for reality. You may have been offered a shovel to help you dig yourself out of an uncomfortable situation, a bucket to drink from the well, but you cannot dig yourself out of this hole. And remember that there is no water to be found in that well. Receive the empty well as a gift. Do not exert your energy and waste your resources by repairing the walls or mending the rope. Follow the watercourse way, the aquifers that run deep in the earth, and you will be led to a new spring oasis. You can find these underground streams, these rich natural resources in the subterranean depths of your own heart. So masculine, it's time to really feel your heart and discover the way, the flow to a new well of water. The old well is no longer supplying you energy, supplying you water. You have had a beautiful life and moment, and thank you, and time to find another way. And if you are being subverted, oppressed, repressed by anyone around you, don't play small. You have this beautiful heart inside of you, and you have a well of water within you, especially when you go searching for where that water, that emotion, that love is. Cheers to you finding water, the water that's good for you. Straddling the worlds. 52. And people were 52 last year, huh? And some people are 52 this year, and some way more. So, straddling the worlds, being comfortable in two states, wandering between realms, reinvention. When the straddling worlds card shows up, it's an invitation to get used to living with one foot in your old world and one foot in that new world. There is no going back to the way things once were, and what will be is not yet fully here. You must find the delicate balance that can bring you delight as you relish the past and all your memories, along with awe as you glimpse the astonishing and exciting future. Go masculine. Do not wait for applause. Move on quietly, humbly, invisibly to others. This card brings an invitation to begin not only a new chapter, but a new book in your life. Do not break the news to anyone. Let people be as surprised as you are as you reinvent yourself. Make sure you are not just a slightly improved and more polished version of a dated and obsolete you. Birth yourself into someone original. I am feeling that in my heart so much. I really hope that for you guys. Do not feel like you have to explain yourself or be understood by anyone. Become a mystery, even to yourself. Gaze into the mirror one morning and be pleasantly surprised. Straddling Worlds invites you to become a true wizard, not one who performs magic tricks, but one who has mastered the dance between the visible and the invisible worlds, between the realms of form and formlessness. You are the birther of new ideas, of original and sustainable ways of being in the world. Ooh, that is so beautiful. Straddling the worlds, the new and the old, ready to rebirth the new. Let go of the old and have a whole new life. And that this new form, this new dance, it's one that you can uniquely deliver to the world and share a new form, a new attitude, a new way with anyone who comes across that is interested. And yet, this birther of new ideas, of original and sustainable ways of being in the world. Can you imagine that? Divine masculine coming alive with those dreams of supporting the world as a masculine truly loves to be celebrated for supporting the world. And what does the ultimate, deepest depths of the heart and soul of the divine masculines want in this world? They want thriving world. They don't want war. They want love. They want thriving. They want surviving and then thriving. And they want to support that coming in. We can have that, especially when letting go of the old world and coming into the new and rebirthing a completely new life and perspective. Welcome home. Yes. The wall. There might be obstacles. The wall, obstacles, being inconvenienced by life, detours non-action. There are moments in your life when you are geared up. You are so geared up, so sure that you are on track with such drive and momentum that you are shocked and confused when you encounter a wall. This unpredictability occurs outside your ability to plan, regardless of if you've done everything right in alignment with the divine. It's imperative that you change your attitude now. This temporary roadblock is not an obstacle to blast through. This is not an invitation to push harder, cancel other plans, or worry about who will win or lose. This is a stopping point to enable you to slow down and contemplate the part of the manifesting equation that you and everyone else forgets. Life's terms will override your best laid plans. Yet, yes, as inconvenient as it may seem, this experience is an important reminder that you are a human being, not a human doing. Perhaps you're being reminded of your mortality, or that you are but a small part of a bigger universe, whether your destiny interacts with others. Your life may be meant to serve another purpose at this moment, and your attention meant to be directed elsewhere. Consider that this place of temporary non-action is exactly meant to be for you. Perhaps it's because all you desire and have set in motion needs time to coalesce into form on the other side. Could it be that all the elements are not yet in place for its manifestation to be for the highest good of all? Patience is required now, and the wisdom that this might be a great time to take a break and contemplate gratitude. What is truly yours will never be walled off from you. Wow. So a lot of times when we're coming across obstacles, it's like you're in a maze and you're trying to go through the maze, but actually you have to go detour left or right, or you find another, you fly or you dig. But if you're in the maze and you're going left or right, straight or back, maybe you're trying to go straight, you're hitting a wall and you're supposed to take a left. So what is that left? And why is hitting the wall a loss when it could be win-win? It's not win-lose, like, oh no, there's a wall and this trajectory I had to go is stopping me. It's more like, well, maybe this is not where I'm going right now. And life is not always something I can control. So why not go with the flow? So, masculine, the empty well. Are you reinforcing the empty well when there's no water there? And then you're straddling two worlds, and so you're stuck in the old world a little bit, one foot in one world and one foot in the other world, and you're not completely, you're trying to bring them together, but maybe you just need to let go and be in the other world, be a new person. That's what this card's suggesting. Maybe there is a balance though, but maybe there's just a time to totally shift. And then in that shift, coming across the walls, these are often the architectures of the universe. The universe lays down the plans for us beyond our own plans and can say, actually, I've got another architecture for you. There's a wall here for you. And so either you sit and you wait for the wall to dissolve, you try to chisel it, or you go left or right. You can't always chisel the universe's walls. Sometimes you just experience a new way. Believe me, I know this. I've experienced plenty of these walls where I just had to give in and do another experience. Not everyone's going to always understand that, which is sad sometimes because you want your friends to understand when you're having change in your life. What are we getting in regards to that? So I am presence, light body activation, accessing the divine within. So when friends and associates and people are not understanding, family, anything, you, parts of you are not understanding that there might be shift happening when there's so much abundance on earth, so much abundance. We have so much in this divine place. There's so many treasures. And so how do we access these treasures? The dragon's hoard, the real treasures, divine feminine. There's gold and then there's false gold. And there's love of thyself, sacred self. You've got all the roots, all the connections to earth and to yourself, both divine feminine and divine masculine. The I am presence, activating your light body, accessing the divine within. This is a wonderful way to really find the heart in the new waters, the new way. Find the soul in the dragon's hoard of the future, protecting and caring for the future. Because when you're present with yourself and you're activating your true values, your soul values, your energy, your spirit, your why did you come here? In the rat race, a lot of times we don't remember that, and our culture might not support it, our tribe, but look, this is what we want. I have control over the thoughts I think. This is from the Abraham Hicks deck. Since you have control over what thoughts you offer, what could be more than the powerful law of attraction responding equally to everyone who offers a vibration? Once you gain control over the thoughts you think, your sense of injustice will subside and will be replaced with the exuberance for life and the zest to create that you were born with. Let everything in the universe be an example to you of the way the law of the universe works. So here is our magic combination for both the masculines and the feminines, because we're all connected and woven together. And so being present with self, the light within, activating, it's already always there, and then creating with the light of the eye, of your vision, of your perspective, the new thought, the new way, the one that is actually the one for your bounty. So what is the bounty that you value? What are your actual values? Where is the water? Where is the word? What is the real gold? What is the nurturing of the water, the heart? You've got that experience awaiting you as you navigate through your I am presence and through your thought fields. Thank you. So I still, this is my third reading, so excuse me as I maybe make this long. And I wanted to pull one more card to end this reading. What else would we like the collective to know? And we just pulled this one. Strength. You have the strength. You have the potency to illuminate the light within, activate. Know that light, that the light codes, your thoughts, your feelings. Know that you have control, that you are sovereign. You are the king. You are the queen. Queen of Cups, who has the elixir within. All right. So thank you so much. And I don't have any of my, here, we'll grab a couple. Which one? Oh, we got theta, so maybe you will enjoy your dream time. Time to think, feel, and enjoy your light being. Your light codes are your thoughts, your feelings, and the etheric, all of the light codes for all of the alchemies of the many, the earth, the water, the fire, the air, the ether, the alchemy of we. So thank you so much. Oh, look. See if we've got a bell going on here, and we've got my whale. Okay, we're swimming off to sleepy love night. See you in the dreams. Oh, there goes the blur. See you in the dreams.